Hey, what's up, folks? James from Junkyard Fox. Thank you so much for joining us on another adventure. We're out here camping in the beautiful Organ Mountains in New Mexico, just enjoying some fresh air, just unwinding and enjoying that end of summer as we transition into the autumn months. And it's about dinner time. But before we get started, I want to show you this really awesome, worthy addition to the Junkyard Fox gear, and that is the ICECO JP60P. This thing right here is a triple threat. Not only can it be an ice chest, but it can also double as a meat cooler, as a meat freezer, as well as just a portable fridge. So you can go the old school route and add ice in here, or what you can do is connect it electronically. Just go ahead and connect it on a cable and connect it to either your vehicle or your home, so it doubles as a secondary fridge as well. So I've been using this for about a month. I'll admit 1 month is kind of a short-term thing for me. I would rather, make a full-term review, when it's been 9-10 months. But for now, I'm just gonna give you the rundown, how much I've been liking it. I've used it in 2 different camping trips, plus I've been using it every day at home, like I said, as a meat freezer from all the meat that I got from the recent hog hunt. So, thank you for joining me. Let's get started. Okay, so switching over to first-person view mode so I can show you the different features. First things, in case you didn't notice, is it does have some wheels. These are a godsend, I'm not gonna lie, because this thing is pretty heavy. It is pretty hefty, especially on my porch. I have stairs, and when you fill this up with all the groceries, it gets pretty heavy. So these wheels are a godsend, especially when you're going up and down hills. So yeah, really like that. There's other added features that you can remove or place if you like. For example, a cup holder here. I'll show you guys over here in the corner. You can go ahead and add a cutting board. It comes with a cutting board, so you can chop up your veggies, chop up your meat right here. You'll see that in action later. Moving up to the top, you see that there's measurements here. So I think that's really cool, measurements in centimeters and inches. I think that would be really great for, like, say, fishing trips. So I can't wait to take this on a fishing trip. Let's open this up. And check out all this space right here. So we're camping for 3 days. We have steak, we have veggies, sausage, cheese, we have eggs in the morning. For the morning, a couple of brewskis and some butter. As you can tell, there's plenty of room here. There's plenty of room to spare, like I said, so you can go ahead and stack this up. Of course, we've already eaten through some of our supplies. You saw this last week as well when we were cooking the chilaquiles video in Cloudcroft, New Mexico. And yeah, plenty of room here. Really, really dig it. Like I said earlier, it also comes with a cutting board, which of course is gonna always come in handy when you're chopping up veggies, cutting up meat, that kind of stuff, or you just need an extra place to place your plate or something like that. So let's go ahead and connect this. Like I said, here's the connectors. So how this works is you open this up, you bring these over here. All right, so we got this thing nice and sturdy, and now it's time to go ahead and start cutting up some food. So for today's dinner, we're gonna be cooking up a steak, and we're gonna be also making some kebabs. And the kebabs are gonna consist of green chili, onions, tomatoes, and sausage. So let's get to it. So meantime, dinner cooks, let me show you how this operates. So here is where you connect it to the cigarette lighter on your truck, in your vehicle. And then let's go ahead and connect it over here. Go ahead and connect that. It'll power on. Now you see right now it's at 46 degrees. Of course, if you want to drop it lower than that, just give it a couple of minutes. Here's, of course, where you would go up and down. So I'm trying to bring it down to 23. Of course, it's going to take a few minutes for it to, for the temperature to drop inside. So just give it a little bit of time. It'll get there. Like I said, I mean, if you're just, you just basic, your deli meats and steak and veggies, somewhere around 30 degrees is fine. If you're trying to keep things frozen, like last week we had frozen pork backstraps and sausage from the boar I hunted. That one we did keep around 0, maybe like 5 degrees, just because, it's pork and I didn't want it to be going bad for 3 days of camping. So, yeah, you just alternate from here. You can switch from Fahrenheit to Celsius if you prefer that. And then as you can see right here, it says max. It can turn to eco, which is going to help you kind of like lower the energy intake from your vehicle. You don't want to risk it, killing your battery or anything like that. It's hard to tell, but the light for eco's right there. It's on, so I switched it. All you got to do is just move it. And there we go. Works very well. Now, of course, I'm out here camping about 3-4 hours away from home. Once I get home, I'll show you guys that I use this at home for all the meats that I have, all the extra meat I have from the pork, and I keep it down to 0 degrees, just I don't want my pork to go bad. So like I said, it's useful at home just as an extra fridge because my kitchen is very small. Alright folks, so a little bit of a time jump to show you this is how I have it set up at home. Like I said, I keep this at home as a secondary freezer. I have it at 5 degrees, so 0 to 5 is going to be fine to keep your meats frozen. Like I said earlier, I hunted a boar a couple months back. Be sure to check out that video. And here's my cat Kali being annoying. She's being nosy because she knows I'm working. But anyway, like I said, all the meat from that boar just wasn't fitting in my regular freezer with, with everything else you're going to have in there. So this comes in handy for that. So let's open this up. And there we go. Keeping all this nice and frozen. So I don't got to worry about it going bad. So these are some pork ribs. Some backstrap. Yeah, a lot of meat here. So, I don't got to worry about this stuff going bad. And, future hunts, future fishing trips, all that stuff. I don't got to worry about running out of room. And be prepared to see a lot more of this food being cooked in future filming while we're out camping in the wilderness and stuff. So, love it. I love the versatility of this. All right, folks, so it's chow time. Nice and crispy. Now let's cut a piece of the steak. Good stuff. Now for the final piece of our dinner. Cheers, folks. Onions do not get the respect they deserve. Onions and garlic, I could put that on anything. Love that stuff. Anyway, folks, the sun is setting. We just consumed our dinner, and now we're going to hunker down and relax. We're probably going to be putting this in the truck away, just as a precaution from black bears and raccoons and stuff like that. Like I said, I've been using the ICECO JP60P for about a month and like 2 weeks. That's not a long time, I will admit. So I do plan on making a more longer term review. But for now, I gotta say, I'm very much loving it. It is a very welcome addition to my home, not only just to my camping gear, but my home itself. It's useful. I see it not only for camping, road trips, but I could see it for barbecues, family reunions, get-togethers, that kind of stuff, tailgating, or even, like we always talk about, preparedness. If there's a natural disaster or energy outage, blizzards, anything like that where the power can go out, this is going to help you keep your food taken care of. And that's about it. So like I said, we're going to put this away. You've seen how I remove the cutting board. You can attach and detach and then lift the little connecting parts. Same thing. I don't know if I showed it earlier, but just a simple lift and you can remove them. If there's a couple of things that I do got to say, I'm not too particularly, I wouldn't say they're cons, but maybe nitpicks. One, it's heavy. It is pretty heavy, especially because I have steps from my home. And then steps down the porch to my vehicle, and then lift it into the truck, and then bring it down when camping. It is heavy. It does have a compressor on here, so it's going to be added weight, especially of course when you add food. So it is pretty hefty. That's why I like the tires. They're a godsend. Other than that, when it comes to, when I got it delivered, the package that brings the wheels, the little attachments, all this stuff, it didn't have any kind of an instruction manual. So for a little bit, I was lost. In fact, there's a part here that they sent that I have no idea what it's for. I don't know, maybe if it's for like to hold a flag, maybe. I honestly have no clue. So had they given us an instruction manual with this so it could tell us what this is for, that would be very helpful. But yeah, putting this stuff away. And that's about it for us, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and comment down below if you have any questions, comments, anything like this. You're going to be seeing this in a lot more adventures to come. I'm going to go fishing pretty soon, and then hopefully around sometime between November to January, I'm planning to go hunting for deer. So fingers crossed this thing gets nice and filled up with some deer meat, some venison. So that's about it for me, guys. If you enjoyed this video, once again, give us a thumbs up, comment down below, and we'll see you guys next week with another video. Now go outside and get your boots dirty.